Yeah, so the creative is something that I designed and there was 8 of them and it actually has gone to 11, which you'll hear in a minute, but still the bait's like the Big Ten. Let's just come up with the creative 8. That's a cool name for it. Then 2 others showed up. And the point here is that in action steps that are geared towards self-expression, in the world of music, not listening to music, but actually creating music, in the world of dancing, not watching Dancing with the Stars, but actually doing some high stepping in the world of art, not going to museums, but actually drawing, painting, writing, tracing, those kinds of things. What happens is a whole new capacity of self-expression gets tapped. And these people I tend to give people just a 3-minute assignment every single day. Pick any 3 of those 8 and do them for exactly 1 minute at least. But dance for 1 minute, sing in the shower for 1 minute, write 1 minute in your journal, cook 1 minute, not ramen noodles, by the way, actual cooking with like real ingredients. So not a microwave hit for 1 minute, that doesn't count. Exactly. So we actually create something and the explosion of, I'll call it experience relief rather than symptom relief. Symptom suggests disease. And I'm saying that these difficulties that people having are just basically human traits. And so we'll call it experience relief. There are some truly profoundly uncomfortable experiences in the human condition. Those do not represent mental illness, is my very strong statement. Those represent being human. Because they're so uncomfortable that we make a statement that we feel like we're mentally ill. But what if we're really not mentally ill? What if that condition you just had that was like crazy, profoundly uncomfortable is humanity? What if that's what it is? We're tending to want to treat ourselves, the pain of those discomforts, the discomfort of those suffering conditions, we're built to do whatever we can to reduce those. In the world of self-expression, those things get reduced. They often immediately get eliminated. When you're actually playing the flute, when you're actually embroidering or tracing copper or something, during that time specifically, whatever it is that you're calling your mental symptomology will disappear during that time specifically. Now, you'll think it will be back, but really it is only coming back because you say so. It's not coming back. During the time that you're expressing yourself, those things are eliminated. By the way, the other 3 things, let me see if I can hit them, is one of them. And cleaning was another one. So these are areas to get, and cleaning in the sense of not just making your bed, but actually rearranging or moving stuff in your home as a creative outlet. And then the 11th one, the one that really is just the Trump when nothing else works, is helping anybody else do anything.
Wow. Do you feel like do you know of any chemical reactions in the body and mental programming during the creative process? Like while you're doing the creative aid? Do you have any type of scientific background?
Is there
Yeah,
like a change in the physiology of it?
Is that you're asking, a change in physiology? The whole notion that physiology is at the root of any kind of emotional condition is really absurd anyways. Maybe not absurd, but it's a stretch. It's possible indeed. There are correlations between when one feels happy and what happens with certain neurotransmitters or what happens with how things light up in the brain. But I think what you really have to do here is get that the proof of whether or not this works does not lie in physiological changes that can be measured by our, in fact, very limited instruments that do. Whether or not there's physiological change that's either correlated, causative, or in fact, as a result of any emotional change, there may or may not be. I just don't put a lot of water in that. Here's what I do put a lot of water in. People feel way better. And that's what I'm after. Nothing else matters, actually. I really don't care if there's physiological.
Have you experienced having healing moments with patients or anybody that, around you?
So yeah, this is something I do for a living now. And it's something, this thing, and I really appreciate the opportunity to be on film saying this. Please feel free to distribute whatever it is that I'm saying here that's interesting to you or might help someone you know or love, or even if it provokes other people to think differently than what they have thought up until seeing this film. I'm completely okay with that. More than okay. That's my purpose at this point. And so I've done this with hundreds of patients, and there's been a number of patients who, as far as I know, never got their diagnosis back. We take them off medicine. We give them creativity as an opportunity. We let them know, do not If you can help it, don't ever come back to mental health for your help, because that's the only thing that we know how to do in mental health is declare that you have a mental condition so that you can come back and see us. And really, in the end, if you can declare that you don't have a mental condition, but in fact, what you have is a human condition, and it can be alleviated or reduced, it can be alleviated, the negative, uncomfortable, sometimes intolerable suffering, symptomology experiences that you have as a human can be reduced considerably by, among a few other things, using creativity in the arts. Nutrition and mindfulness are a couple other ways to manage this as well. And really taking on, like, detoxifying yourself from all the toxins every day, and then expressing yourself and listening very well to others. That inside communication is where all healing takes place anyways.
Do you practice any type of meditation or holistic natural way?
This is for myself. Yeah, whenever I can. I probably don't meditate. Like many people in these days, I probably don't meditate as often as I should or would like to. I get caught up in the real world as well. I have all my reasons for why I don't meditate, but I appreciate the art of sitting. I appreciate the art of transcendental meditation.